Hey everyone, welcome back for another hazardly set up recording situation. But we're going to go over how to do the effect of reactants on the rate of photosynthesis. So the one I'm going to work through is the effect of carbon dioxide on the rate of photosynthesis. So it says, use the information from the data table and the example graph to show how increasing the amount of carbon dioxide affects the amount of glucose a plant produces in photosynthesis. So we have amount of carbon dioxide, which we are changing, making that the independent variable. And then the amount of glucose, which is produced, which is our dependent variable, because this depends on how much carbon dioxide I have. So we have 0 through 60 increments of 10 grams of carbon dioxide. This is per hour. And then this is how much glucose is produced in that hour. So at 0, we have 0 produced, because remember, carbon dioxide is a reactant needed to produce glucose. At 10 grams, we get 5 grams of glucose. At 20, we get 10, 30, 15, 40, 18, 50, 20, 60, 20. So we're going to set up a graph. So first thing I need to make sure is that my graph has a title. So we're going to have my independent variable and my dependent variable as my title. So carbon dioxide versus glucose produced. So you always have to have a title. Now I need to decide which axes these are going to go on. So independent variable, that's what the experimenter control, so I'm going to put that down here. Carbon dioxide, and it's in grams, so I need to make sure I include the unit. All right, and then I have glucose produced, and per hour, and that's in grams. All right, so we have my axes. So this here, glucose produced here. So now I need to set it up with my numbers. So this goes up to 60 so we need to count. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there's 20 lines. So 20 goes into 60, 3 times? So I can go 1, 2, 3, 20. That does not make any sense whatsoever. So if I go 10, 20, 30, yes. So 10, 1, 2, 3, 20, 1, 2, 3, 30, 1, 2, 3, 40, 1, 2, 3, 50, 1, 2, 3, 60. There we go. So I can go by tens because this is my 0. This only goes up to 20. So let's check to see how many on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So you could go 1, 2, 3, but that's a little, time wasteful. So I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, so my scale is taking up most of the thing. So now I'm going to put a dot. So 0, 0. So something, in case you might have forgot, this is going to be my x-axis. This is going to be my y-axis. So a data point would be, for 0, 0, would look like 0, 0, like in your math class, okay? So 0, 0 is just right down there. This one would be 10, 5, 10, 5. So I would go over 10, up to 5, and draw a dot. This one would be 20, 10, so 20, 10. So over to 20, up to 10, and draw a dot. This one would be 30, 15, so 30, 15. So over to 30, up to 15, up to 15, draw a dot. 40, 18, 40, 18, over to 40, up to 18. So there's not an actual 18, so we just go 15, 16, 17, 18, right here. Go in between them. 50, 20, So over to 50, all the way up to 20. And then we have 60, 20. So over to 60, all the way up to 20. And then I'm going to connect my dots. So something I want you to notice, it increases as we get more carbon dioxide, the amount of glucose that is produced increases until a certain point. So at a certain point, then it is maxed out. It can only process so much at a time. So let's look. Using the example graph that I provided, so this is the graph that I provided, okay? Your copy will already have this, but this video is just to help you. How much glucose per hour do you think will be produced when there's 25 grams of carbon dioxide? So at 25, it'd be halfway through. So I would say about 11, 12, 13, about 13 to 15. And then why do you think the glucose produced per hour does not rise above 20? That's going to be because it can only process so much carbon dioxide at a time. So then if you were growing plants, what amount of CO2 would you use to grow them to produce the most glucose for the least amount of money spent on pumping in carbon dioxide? So if 50 grams of carbon dioxide would get me my 20 grams of glucose, I wouldn't do 60 because that's more expensive and doesn't give any more payout. So I would go with 50. So these are simple graphs. I expect you to be able to do them. And I'm going to leave a copy of what I've written on here for you on your copies. You are expected to do the rest of this on your own.